trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Into the box, Byron Buxton. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
The 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
This is skied into short left center. Brantley comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Batting third, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Up next for Minnesota, Carlos Correa. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Two out, nobody on. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has that gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he can be really tough to hit.
Now into the box, Kyle Tucker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Just hung in there on that one. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Yuli Gurriel comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0. Up and out over the plate, but a cold strike. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. Comes in with 6 hits in 20 at-bats. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still no score. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Mitch Garver. First pitch on its way from Verlander, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Fly ball right down the line and left. Brantley is under it. 1 down.
Time for a look at the Stros on base. In the outfield, Michael Brantley. This guy broke the Indians franchise record for consecutive games without an error in 2013. Has great range and is very sure-handed out there. Always going to make the play.
To the plate now, Jorge Polanco. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Count is 1-2 now. Counts even. 2-2 for Polanco.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0 home.
Ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 2-1 home.
Ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
High and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
The designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Tag. No ball. 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Gray's ready. Here's the 0-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore, unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose
High and deep to right center.
Altuve.
Kirilloff moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting fifth.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up
Alex
defensively. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Chas McCormick will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
comes with the
Ball four,
fastball,
take
but
your
it's
base.
outside for ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so
Batting
you can
seventh,
understand why he
the
wasn't
center
too
fielder.
aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Next up for the Stros, Chas McCormick. Set and the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Astros center
2-0
fielder
count.
ahead with a 2-0 count. Take sign must have been on there because that's
Two
right
balls,
down the
one
middle.
strike.
Strike 1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get
Batting
on
eighth.
base and take advantage
Not
of the
shortstop.
strength of his game,
I'll let
which
miss.
is his speed. But with the strikeout
Yeah.
right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. As he'll take a
Fair ball,
called
one
strike
strike.
here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Gray ready with the 0-1. Bregman is off of first with 2 away. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Astros off and running on the solo homer. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Houston. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll take a
That's
look
the
at
ball,
a pitch
that's
too
down.
low. It's ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Two-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now
count.
a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Verlander deals the 3-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
That brings up Alex Kirilloff. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. And there's ball 1.
1-1.
Up high.
Ball,
2-1 now. Hit on the ground to short. Diaz brings it in. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting 9th, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that'll miss up and in ball 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. And a good fastball swung on him. This for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Gray gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch. He just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Kyle Tucker. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. And he misses again, 2-0. Now here it comes.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game, to get yourself into count leverage and capitalize.
Here's Yuli Gurriel. Pitch outside. The throw is in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
1 out and a runner on second base. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Here's Michael Brantley as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Outside, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Opposite field to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So now to the plate, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 0-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Gurriel over at second. Brantley at first, 1 gone. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. as he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In his career, Altuve owns just over 1,600 base hits over his career. Here it comes, 1-0.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
Count is full.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Next, it'll be Alex Bregman. And he's got a shot to open up an even greater lead if he can get something into the outfield. From the stretch. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Astros 3 and the Twins nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit will be Luis Arraez.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
Tucker is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And these 2 guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. No one on with 1 down, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Correa brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses, ball
No, that
2.
missed. That's the ball.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And this will miss down
Count it
low
full.
in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up.
Ready to
for
go
the
in the bottom
Astros,
of the 4th. And
The
that'll
center
bring
fielder.
forth the rookie outfielder, Chas McCormick.
Corbett.
Lifted down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz. First pitch coming, here it is. Outside
1 ball,
with that
no strikes.
slurve of his 1 ball, no strikes. Runs
That's
that
the ball.
slurve of his inside, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Now here's the pitch. Outside and
No,
low,
ball.
3-0. Jason Castro will be next. .30 pitch. It's
Yeehaw.
in there for strike 1. Three and 2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch
Now
wasn't
batting,
even
catcher,
close. Now he's got a
Jason
man on with 1 out, so he's got to
Castro.
focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One and
Yeah.
1 to Jason Castro.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2-1's the count.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Here it is on 3-1.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Diaz stands at first with 1 out. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 0-1.
That's in. Ball.
3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Kepler's there for it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. We're through 4, and the lead is now 5-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. First pitch on its way from Verlander.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Right side, but it's well foul. try again, 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Gio Urshela. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Sano.
The next Twin up, Miguel Sano, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. More to come from Houston after this. Griffin Jacks, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 83, Griffin Jacks.
Now it'll be Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Fielder, Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the AB now. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. This is pulled into right. Kirilloff is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Yordan Alvarez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. The 2-1 home.
Got a full count.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he could really hurt you.
1 out, runner at first, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Jax, a 25-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left as this lead swells to 7-0. And as we take another look at that one on Showtrack, the story behind that home run was speed, and the speed with which it was launched off the bat. Didn't have a ton of height on it, but 113 miles an hour, an impressive exit velocity. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman.
Number 2.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He was a double play victim last time around. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Still only one out in the inning. And it's fouled away. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
At the plate, Chas McCormick. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 7-0. So now into the box is Alex Kirilloff. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, number 19. Alex
and now the first pitch.
Kirilloff.
Oh, a hard hit ball that'll be caught over there at first. And it'll take just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff man here in the 6th.
Max Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
hit sharply on the ground. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
No balls and one strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is on the ground over to first. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. We're hold at second, and there are two aboard now.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
That'll bring up Luis Arraez as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Lifted into center field. McCormick is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And now Carlos Correa. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Could have been 3-1.
2-2.
Instead, it's 2-2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Twins strand a pair. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Of the 6th inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
The shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Up next for the Astros, the catcher, Jason Castro.
Next up is Jason Castro. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball.
Bases
One ball,
are empty.
no strike.
1 man out. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Kyle Tucker waits on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Ready to take his hacks again. Kyle Tucker lasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about any time soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
Fouled away. Castro leads off first with 1 away. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hit on the ground out to short. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Gurriel.
At the plate now, Yuli Gurriel.
No,
as
that's
the
it.
first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. First and second now, 1 man out. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Striding in for Houston, Michael Brantley. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Second and third, 2 away. Two and 0 to Brantley.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the throw is right there at first. Oh, a fine off-balance play up the middle may have saved 2 runs, and the inning is over. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Mitch Garver. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment and able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
To the plate now, Jorge Polanco, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Swung on and missed.
2 balls, 2
Even
strikes.
though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Here now the 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
In now, Gio Urshela, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Ready on 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. Tucker waits on it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the shutout will disappear on the sacrifice fly as they're finally on the board here in inning number 7. Here's Miguel Sano, 0 for 2 for him to this point. And now the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Awfully close with a slider there, but it's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. So 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in now, Alex Kirilloff.
No,
as
that's
the
out.
first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Polanco at third with 2 away. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
Yeah, he's grinded this one out, and he's got a chance to get through 7 strong innings, Dan. That's got to light the bullpen up.
Yeah, and it does, Mark, because you sit out there in that bullpen, and once that starter gets through the 5th and through the 6th inning, the tension starts to calm a little bit out in that bullpen where you only have to get 6 or 7 outs, not 8 or 9 outs. So a job well done so far.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Stepping up is Max Kepler. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. High in the air out to center field. McCormick will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Twins forced to settle for 1. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. It's the Astros 7 and the Twins 1. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
And there's ball 2 now. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Kepler's on the move, and this will bang up against the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Devin Smeltzer enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 31, Devin Smeltzer.
Into the box now, Jose Altuve. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
The batter.
Boy, Dero, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he falls behind down 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Ball.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next to the Astros. Not shortstop.
So the next to bat will be Aledmys Diaz. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 8 and the Twins 1. Here's Byron Buxton now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Now here's the first offering.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1. Left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Christian Javier is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 53, Christian Javier.
At the plate now, Luis Arias, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. And it's fouled away. Flew out last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball well outside. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So stepping in is Mitch Garver, singled in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
1-0.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
From the stretch. Fouled off. Buxton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Digging in will be Jason Castro. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Jason Castro.
Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Tucker.
To the plate now, Kyle Tucker. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, ball.
One out, nobody on. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Back up the middle. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Showtrack. Shows off some great range, and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. In now, Yuli Gurriel. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Again, another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Two pitches fouled away. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3 and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now a swinging bunt. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio.
And now in the box, Gio Urshela drove in a run with a sac fly last time up. And now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Good battle. Count remains full. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
The first baseman.
Stepping in next, Miguel Sano, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Polanco, base runner at first with 1 out. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins first baseman. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So now to the plate, Alex Kirilloff.
That's a
as
ball.
he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Has a look, now the pitch. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Final strike for the Twins. Rips this one to first, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Boy, did these guys come out swinging the bat today, but their pitching and defense was pretty good too. Allowing just 1 run, they never gave the other team a chance in this one.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Houston Astros took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Justin Verlander takes home the win. Sonny Gray was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Justin Verlander. The loss goes to Sonny Gray. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Nighttime baseball now from the district as we welcome you inside beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Nationals baseball next on the show. Steven Strasburg gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, the guy they call Strauss is on right now. This guy's lived up to the hype. Former first pick in the draft out of San Diego State University. Won a World Series championship with the Washington Nationals. Might have the best overall package of pitches in baseball. Really good fastball, good changeup, good curveball, and also a good hard slider. 4 pitches, he'll throw any at any time for strikes. One of the top pitchers in the game, Steven Strasburg.
From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike one. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. On a line, that's a base hit.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 2, Starling Marte.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte as he lines it out to center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Now the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 1-0 home.
Nope, outside.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 2-0.
Ball, that's kicked out.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
The 3-0 is taken, strike one. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And the count will be full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
3-2 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. The first on his own is Bell, and that ends the inning. Mets leave one. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now to the plate, number 3. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A 1-1 count to the Nationals' leadoff batter. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, number 88. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Now the pitch. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Batting third, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here now is Juan Soto.
That's a ball.
And he takes ball one. deGrom has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty D, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
One ball.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. Dribbled to the right side. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
2 balls.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
Ball. Down.
Josh Bell would be next. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
And now for Washington, Josh Bell, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And for me, this is the side he looks more fluid from. A little more control in his swing, and it seems to lead to more consistent contact than from the right side.
0-1 the count. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
2 down, runners at first and second. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Nats leave a pair, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1-1.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Strasburg comes set. 1-1 pitch on its way.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses. 2-1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. High in the air out to center field. Number 88 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And be on the lookout today, because the best arm in the outfield resides in left field. Usually not the norm, but you better not test this guy. Not only does he have a strong arm, very, very accurate as well.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Look out. 2-0 now. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Up next, Michael Conforto. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled off. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down to the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Standing in now, James McCann. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The set and the 2-1. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And up next, it'll be Keibert Ruiz. Set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
The catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Hey! I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fly ball right down the line and left. Nimmo is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Batting seven.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Luis Garcia. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Marte is there, 2 gone.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Carter.
So
Kieboom.
2 out, nobody on. And in steps Carter Kieboom to give it a try. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Luis Guillorme. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's outside.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2-0 count. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1-1.
Guillorme leads off second with nobody out. Now a curveball misses inside. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
here's Starling Marte as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Marte has accumulated just over 1,100 hits over his big league career. Now the 1-0.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Popped up. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Starling Marte is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ready with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And it's fouled away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Steven Strasburg, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Swing and a liner. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Into the box now, number 3. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
To the plate now, number 88. In the dirt here. In time as he just gets the tag down. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And this will be fouled away. The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
two-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this two-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Ball even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Nationals go quietly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. J.D. Davis the next at bat as we begin the top of the 4th.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Fouled off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Eduardo Escobar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
In now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Again, another foul ball. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Now at the plate, James McCann. He singled first time up. Pitch on the way. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 1-0 Mets. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
No ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7
Now
Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Here comes the 0-1.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. So here's the Mets pitcher, Jacob deGrom. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Strasburg comes set. Here's the 0-1. Offered at a low one there, but came up empty.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier, making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Here it comes on 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Now a curveball misses inside.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Guillorme. He doubled his last time through. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope, that's inside.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner. Number 88 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The left unit, number 9. Brandon Nimmo.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First pitch on its way. Fastball well outside. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that'll bring in Starling Marte with 2 away.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Starling Marte. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 on its way.
Ball, that's out.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 2-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Striding in is Keibert Ruiz. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And the pitch. Left side, but well fouled. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So now to the plate, Luis Garcia. As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 8, Carter Kieboom.
Next, it'll be Carter Kieboom, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals nothing. So here's Pete Alonso, who's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Cold strike on the change. 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
2-2 the count. Strasburg comes set. Here it comes.
Full count, 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, J.D. Davis. As you'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second, right to him. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
The bat, number 5, shortstop,
Eduardo Escobar back at the plate now, and he's been the entire offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Left field and deep. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 2-out double left stranded. It's back to the nation's capital after this. Yadier Hernandez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Hernandez is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, number 3. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch of the AB now. A ball and no strikes.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
In there, 1-1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
A 1-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
At the plate, number 88. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Ball, that's down.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Nothing doing for Washington. They still trail 1-0. Paulo Espino is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 30, Paulo.
So here is James McCann, already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far.
Number 33, James McCann.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey! 0-1.
well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Count is 1 and 2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Into the box now, Jacob deGrom. As he'll show bunt and come up empty at strike 1.
That's why you have to square early and give yourself a chance to really hone in on a strike zone. You can't attempt to bunt a pitch that's out of the zone. Have to find a way to take that one for a ball.
Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
To the plate now, Luis Guillorme. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he triples up on it right here. He's got back-to-back out-in-front swings on this guy. Let's see if he bounces one right in front of the plate.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey, D-Row, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2, and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get him out.
At the plate now, Brandon Nimmo, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Here comes the 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Next for the Mets, Starling Marte. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Ready with the 0-1.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
He's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Here's the 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. Plate is Juan Soto. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's the first pitch to him. Yeah. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
I certainly don't think there was any intention there, but when you see a fastball elevated coming at your face, your first thing is to get out of the way.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 1-2. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball is lined into left, a base hit.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Standing in now, Nelson Cruz, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Shoots this down the right field line, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Striding in now for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz. A potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch coming, here it is. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And it's fouled away.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Up high, 2-1 now. From the stretch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
set. Here's the 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And that's got to fire you up right there, boys. This guy has been on the bump all game. Now it's late, and he's still throwing challenge pitch after challenge pitch. Think he's feeling frisky?
Count remains full. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. The tying run scores.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by 1, that base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some deep for the boys.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Carlos Carrasco comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Carlos Carrasco.
In now, Luis Garcia. Here on the line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Carter Kieboom digs in now. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, based on the past performances of both teams, we thought it might end like this. This was a mismatch on paper before the game, and now it's a mismatch on the field during the game.
Andrew Stevenson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17. Andrew Stevenson.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Carrasco, 6'4" right-hander. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. No outs, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
On the ground near home. And there's 1 away.
The batter, number 3.
Next to hit, number 3. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch of the AB on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, number 88. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for one. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's 1-1. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. It's back to the nation's capital after this. Wander Suero has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51, Wander
Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso. And the pitch. Tried to hold up there as the appeal goes to Ricky Holiday at first, and Holiday says he offered at it, so that's strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
At the plate, J.D. Davis. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Ready now is Eduardo Escobar. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Set and the pitch as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They trail 6-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he brings a big batting average of .367. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. From the stretch. Popped him up. McCann is there. 1 down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Next to stand in is Josh Bell. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a ball diving into the dirt. A swing and a miss.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Josh Bell takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night. Stepping in now, Keibert Ruiz, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Stepping in once again is James McCann. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. swing and a ball hit on the ground. Again, a 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlos Carrasco.
Jeff
Your attention,
McNeil
please.
will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 6.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Pull, that's inside.
Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
1-1.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. And the pitch. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And another foul ball. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Now back, second baseman, Luis Guillorme.
Next up from New York, Luis Guillorme. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Two balls and a strike.
That's ball
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Down to 3-1.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. They walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So now here is Brandon Nimmo. His prior history versus this arm, he's just 1 for 6. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball inside.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike
1 ball,
1.
1 strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Guillorme leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Garcia is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
If you want to know where this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Washington jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Paulo Espino pitches well enough to get the W. Jacob deGrom takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 9 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.